Hello everybody, welcome back to the Back Post, and today it's just me. I'm going to be doing a Chelsea-Liverpool preview. It's a huge game, kind of got to cover it in its own video and giving it its own video. But before I go into that, can you please like this video, comment down below, and subscribe to us, the Back Post. We've been growing slightly in the past month or so. We've been building a bit of an audience up, and we really appreciate every single person that comes in and subscribes and likes and interacts with our videos. Like, it means the world to us. So if you're watching this and you're new, please make sure you like and subscribe. We would really appreciate that. But yeah, shall I get into the video? So when I start a preview, I like to look back at some of the games we've had with this team, the past couple of games and the last game specifically. And last season, I think we gave Liverpool some really good games. There was right at the start of the year, Frank's first year in charge, his second game in charge. We played the Super Cup against them, and it was a really good game. We actually gave them, a massive push, and Liverpool were the champions last season. They were a great team. They were just fully there, and obviously we weren't. But we still gave them a good game. It went to penalties, and unfortunately we lost that. But in that game, there were some really good performances, and I guess we was quite unfortunate to lose that game. I remember just before lockdown, there was that incredible 2-0 win. We went on this mad form where we beat Everton and Liverpool, and we wouldn't beat them in the FA Cup, and that was great. And then I think, but really, you got to talk about the last game that we played against them, which was not too long ago. Really, it was the end of last season, which was only about a month or so ago now. But it was that mental 5-3 at Anfield. So I watched this game back. I kind of wanted to analyse it a little bit, and the first thing that shouted out to me was the fact that the first two goals were outside the box. Kepa outside the box, just shot straight at him. And to be honest, it's harsh on Kepa because both of those goals were like really good goals. But it seems to me it's like you shoot from outside the box and it might go in with Kepa. That's just the way it is at the moment, unless he fixes that problem of his. But so that really stood out to me right away. And then Mendy isn't a Chelsea player yet. I mean, it looks to be that he's really is going to be a Chelsea player, and it's just a matter of time. But he's not one yet, and he won't make this game. So it's a weird call. Frank Lampard might call upon Willy Caballero because of this threat, and I feel like Klopp knows this threat, so he might use it. Another thing about that last game was the fact that Pulisic was absolutely on fire. He didn't start the game, but when he came on, he got a goal. He got an assist. He was just the man of the match. That dribble he did, running straight through the team, and then laying it off for a pass for Tammy, just on the plate for Tammy. And then the goal he got himself was incredible. But he will be missing this game. So it was like our biggest threat last game against them. We're going to be missing this game. It's quite annoying. Tactically, Liverpool is... They high press, high energy, and they like to have the ball. And I think there's two options to counter that. I think the first option is counter the press, high press them. This is what Leeds did in that first game, and it was a very exciting game. Leeds got goals. They got 3 goals themselves, and I think they were unfortunate to lose that game. We argued about that on the podcast if you're interested in that, so make you check that out. But I think they were quite unfortunate. That it was their own mistake, yes, but they were unfortunate to lose, and their high press really worked. But that being said, we haven't been doing this for that as long as them. This is still a new team, new players, young players. Frank hasn't moulded them exactly how he wants it yet, so that could be dangerous in itself, the high press. But the second option for me would be sitting deep and just playing through the lines, trying to regain possession, playing through the lines. And I think we have the personnel to do that. We have Timo Werner, who has fucking 99 pace on FIFA or something stupid. He's incredible. And so, if we regain possession in a critical part of the pitch and break through their defensive lines, and Timo's on the end of that and pulling it through, that can be deadly. That could be our secret weapon this game. Also, you've got Giroud, who's the best hold-up player in history now. He's one of them, like, he can grab the ball and he makes some little dink passes. And imagine if Giroud and Timo played together this game, to be fair, if you think about it like that, and if they were like intricately passing and then just quickly breaking, if you give it to Giroud and he drops it down, breaks it off to Timo, that could be really deadly and work. So I think those are the two ways we're going to go about pressing Liverpool's tactical nous. But it's obviously up to Lampard at the end of the day, but it could be a hybrid of those, really. But that's how I see this game tactically playing out. Liverpool will play their game and we need to counter that somehow. Right, moving on to the predicted lineup, everyone's favourite part. Injuries is a problem at the moment. I watched the press conference this morning. Chilwell, Ziyech and Pulisic are all out still, which is a bit of a blow. As I said, Pulisic was our main threat last time we played Liverpool. He's one of our main threats anyway. That being said, we didn't have Pulisic back then. We didn't have Werner back then. So them three are out, big misses. Ziyech could be pivotal in a game like this, but apparently they are very close to being back, week or so away from being into the squad. So that's exciting. And also Thiago Silva is just not ready, according to Frank Lampard. He said he's only been with us a week. He's just not ready to be there. It's too close to just throw him into this game and think that he'd go just balls deep into it. So it would be very harsh to do that to him. So this is my predicted lineup. I have Kepa at the back. Yes, he's in trouble at the moment, but he's still a good goalkeeper. He's arguably better than Willie. We need him in the net, if anything. The back line for me, James had an incredible game against Brighton. He was standout best player, has to play. So I believe he needs to be out on the right. Zuma Christensen didn't have a bad game against Brighton, really. There was some good times. Even Christensen came through and played really well. So I think him and then Asby on the left back. I think Alonso would be too defensively shit for us if we play him. I think Asby playing out on the left, although it's not his perfect position, having that more defensive mindset there would really, really benefit us. And then I'm going for a 4-2-3-1 kind of. That's what Frank seems to be playing. I think this will work with the team we've got at the moment. So I'm going with that, and I'm playing Kova and Kante as a double pivot. It's an incredible two people to have. Obviously, Jorginho didn't play bad last game, and it's quite peak for him to miss out, I'd say. But Kovacic is back. He's not suspended out anymore like he was last game. Have to play him. He was our player of the season last season. He can get the ball and run at them and take it from the defence to the midfield like that. He's that guy. And then obviously Kante there to give us that more support. I think a fully fit Kante has to start every game. He's world class. He needs to start every game. And then for me, up front, it's a bit of a difficult one. As I said before, Giroud and Werner playing together could really work. I think that could really work. So I'm gonna throw it in. It's a bit weird, but I'm gonna throw it in. So I think Werner can play out on the left. He can do that. He does do that. He did it for Leipzig. So I think Werner out on the left, Mason Mount on the right wing, pull Giroud up front, and then Havertz in number 10 behind him. That could work, I think. Mason out of position, but he's very adaptable. He can move and change, and he's really good at that. Havertz sitting in behind. A lot of people moan that he wasn't playing that number 10 role last time out. Everyone was kind of annoyed that he was out on the right, and I kind of agree. But that being said, Havertz is so versatile. He can do all of those positions anyway, but I think this system could work. I think having Werner coming in from the left, dipping in with Giroud there, even Mason Mount coming in, because that's what they'll do. They'll come in, and I don't think playing wide against Liverpool doesn't work. They have the best left and right back in the league in Trent and Robertson, so playing around them doesn't really work. Although Trent has been shit recently, he wasn't great for England and wasn't great in Leeds, so that could be a problem for them. But yeah, so I think that formation, that team could really work. And I mean, Giroud's still here. We might as well utilise him in these positions. I think Werner, Havertz have to start anyway. They need to build up confidence and need to build up, game time and stuff. So that's my predicted lineup. It's more like what I want to see as a lineup, because I'm not 100% sure Giroud will play, but who knows? Call me out on it when the game starts on Sunday. But that's what I want to see. I think that tactically will really work. Yeah, overall, this is a great game to get in early. I think Liverpool are the champions. They're going to be the hardest team this season. Still, their team hasn't changed. They've not lost anyone. Yes, they've not gained anyone. And I think that'll be their downfall later on in the season. But right now, they're going to be strong. But it's good to get in early, I think. Getting them... They're going to be title contenders, of course they are. And if we're going to be title contenders this season, these games we have to win. So getting in one early is quite good to just, get the advantage up on them. Have that 3 points ahead of them early on. And that I'm extremely excited for this game. I won't be on the day. I'll be very nervous and horrible. But right now, as of on Friday, I'm extremely excited. This can be really big for our season, even though it's only the second game. I believe Werner can turn up and do something here. He's so eager to score goals. You can see it in his press conference. He's our new boy up front, and him and Giroud playing together is quite exciting, I think, especially when you see Giroud playing with Hazard, Giroud playing with Griezmann for France. Like, that works. Imagine him and Werner together in this game. That could really work, personally, I think, anyway. If I'm going to give a prediction, I hate giving predictions. I don't know why I do this every time. I've got to go for the boys. I'm going to go 2-1 Chelsea. I think every prediction I give this season will have at least one goal against us, because I just don't believe in our back line as much to get clean sheets. But I believe in our front to get more goals than the other team. So I'm saying 2-1 Chelsea. Timo on the goal score sheet. Let's go. That's it. Thank you for watching. Really, like I said at the start, we really appreciate anyone watching. This was my review for Chelsea Liverpool coming up this Sunday. Fucking nervous when I actually think about it, but I'm also excited. Let me know what you think in the comment. Give us your predictions. Give us your thoughts. What do you think to having Giroud playing, or do you think we should stay with how we played last game with Ruben on the pitch as well? So yeah, let me know what you think. Make sure you like and subscribe, all that YouTube good stuff, and tell your dads about the podcast and show and things. Great.